Ladies and gentlemen, history about to be made. Tonight, would you please welcome the Gladiators as they turn up on the track. In the first ute, please say hi to Daryl Hodges and Jamie Mayolo. Travelling right behind them, not the one in the really nice outfit. For the next four, please add to that. Say hi to the big boys, Darren Maggs, Troy Green, Robbie Farr and Mick Turner. Then please welcome Kerry Madsen, Max Dumsney in the ute, and the boys that are going to do battle in the front, Skip Jackson and Brooke Tatnall in the big truck. These are the Gladiators here tonight. Brazier, no, that's not Brazier getting out of the ute. Poor girl, look, don't look at her, fellas. She knows she's ugly, don't look at her. Wanless and Brazier. Skip Jackson and Brooke Tatnall about to climb out of stress factor. As we give you a trackside introduction. Let's go trackside with the man that's going to make it all happen and introduce us to the drivers. He hails all the way from Toowoomba and works constantly with the Toowoomba track and tours with the Bill Mann Queensland Summer Shootout for Sprintcars. He does that series full time as the crews stand around. If you're going to take photos, now's the time to take them. We mentioned an old mate of ours earlier, Vic Butler. He'd have loved to have seen that truck here. Sorry, Vic, that wasn't our plan. Let's go trackside now as we get set to introduce the Gladiators that will do battle here tonight for Contraband Trade Exchange. Trackside, Mr. Dave Budden.
Thank you, Graham. We'll just wait for stress release to cool the field so the people out there can hear us. But off the back row tonight, Daryl Hodges and Jamie Mayolo. Jamie, will do you first. Jamie, you've come a long way. You've come from Perth, West Australia, mate. Great pole shuffle.
Yeah, it's a long way, and I mean, it's a long race. Anything can happen.
We'll just wait till stress release shuts down. Okay, let's get down to the business end of the night. Daryl Hodges, off the back row in tonight's feature race, mate. Great effort to change that driver line between Colour Couple and the last heat.
Yeah, the guys have done a great job all weekend. Tony and Ray and Gary and the whole lot just done a brilliant job to get the car here. But we might be starting on the back row, but let me tell you, I can guarantee you I'm not going to finish there.
Good on you, Daryl Hodges. Graham, who have we got next?
Right alongside him from Western Australia, Jamie Mayolo.
Jamie, you've come a long way. West Australia's a long way to come across Australia. It's a big country, mate. Great pole shuffle.
Yeah, I mean, long race, 40 laps. We just have to see what happens.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, off the back row, Jamie Mayolo from Perth, West Australia. Who we got next, Graham?
Coming up, the number 92 driver who had the big dump earlier and got back in time, Trevor Green.
Wow, Trevor Green, you've got your composure back, mate. Good on you.
Yeah, no worries. We would have made it out, but they wouldn't let us. Mongrels. So, we're going to try and go to the front as best we can, and I'd like to thank all my sponsors, Adrag Radiators, for coming up. The whole heap of people from in Adelaide, and I think he's got some people from Melbourne and Sydney and that here with him as well. A huge effort for them to come up for this weekend. I really thank him, and I thank Gary a great deal for my help.
Thank you, Trevor. This man's got a list of credentials as long as you're on. Let me tell you, Graham, who have we got next?
Running in the V7 car tonight, would you please welcome him, piloting the Big Eagle for Drysdale Chaff Mills, Please say hi to Darren Maggs.
Well, Darren Maggs, very, very popular here tonight.
Yeah, we've got a couple of fans up there. That's probably about it, though. Come a long way, so yeah, not up here.
Good on you, Darryl. Graham.
Coming up next, let's have a talk to the man that hails from New South Wales, also piloting the Big Eagle. This is Mick Turner.
Mate, it's been a big effort.
It's been a big effort for us. This is our first night up here in a sprint car tonight, last night, and our Komatsu Truck Line car's going really well, and let's see how we end up.
Mate, anyone that can make the feature race of this event has got to be going good.
Just to make the aim, that was our aim for the night, and if we finish up in the placings, we'll be real happy.
Okay, Graham, who have we got next?
In the Avenger, N56, Robbie.
Wow, Robbie Farr. Well, this is the man we left out of the Thursday night wrap-up, Robbie. I make an apology to you.
That's fine. It all comes down to this race. It's been a long weekend, and we've seen the struggle all weekend, so hopefully we've got it right in the A main.
Ladies and gentlemen, Robbie Farr!
N29, running for Bike Biz and punching the Grizzly. This is Kerry Madsen.
Oh yeah, Kerry Madsen, one of the all-time hard and fast chargers here at Brisbane International. I'm getting crowded out. Hey Graham, I've got a good job here. Kerry, congratulations mate, you've made the A.
Yeah, I'm just going to try my arse off and give the fans something to cheer about. Woo.
Well, short, sweet, straight to the point. Kerry Madsen, ladies and gentlemen.
V5, the man that is a legend when you mention his name for Valvoline, Max Dumsney.
Max, you made it.
Yeah, we made it. Not as far up as I would have liked to, but the Valvoline car's going pretty well, and hopefully we can do something with it in the future and move on up. The track's pretty good and it's quite wide, so hopefully we can do something.
Ladies and gentlemen, Max Dumsney.
In Q95, the man that works tirelessly for Lucas Oil Products in the Maxim, Andrew Shirley.
Come over here, Andrew. Hey, you got a good job here. You race car drivers really get it easy, don't you? Andrew, congratulations. You made it into the A. It's been a bit of a battle for you, I know. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. Hopefully we can put the Lucas Oils Maxim up the front. I mean, we're going to come out of position 7, I think. So it'll take a little bit. I mean, the guys that have come up the front are obviously fairly quick. And yeah, what can I say? We've qualified out of 7, which is a fairly big effort at the Australian title. I'd just like to thank Lucas Oils, World Racing Wheels, Aussie Trackware, a number of different people, Linear Graphics from up home. Without those guys' support, we wouldn't be here tonight, and I'd just like to thank the spectators as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Shirley.
Out of position 8, running for Queensland and Titan Garages in the Big Eagle. He'll fly tonight, Drew Cruck.
Okay, Drew. You made it in, mate.
Yeah. How you going, guys? I'm stoked to be here. Hi, girls. Yeah, put on a great show for you tonight, and I'm having a great time. Thank you very much for doing it, and see ya.
Drew Crack, always on for a good time.
Up next, and in position 6, number 6 for Speedflow, Stephen Bell.
Congratulations, Belly. You've come back from a big one last week. Mate, position 6.
You know, we're really happy with that. We've had a pretty good weekend so far, and we're pretty confident we can sneak forward on position 6, that's for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, Stephen Bell.
Out of number 5, also from Queensland, Q75, the man that makes it possible for Sandgate Motor Records, Darren Jetson.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, if anyone can do it from Queensland, certainly this man can, Darren Jensen.
Thank you. I think you might have a little bit more confidence than I do, but I mean, I've really got to thank the people that helped me. I've got new people on the wing, as everyone would have noticed. Crash sitting up in the box there, so special thanks to Wally and Donna Muir. Extra special thanks to people who have always been with me, like Serco, Wiseco, Bolt King, Valvoline, all those people, because they've kept us going. And Wally's just helped a bit more. He's just helped us, let us put tyres on and freshen up the motor a little bit. I mean, I've got to thank like other guys in the race cars too, like Reeve Craig. He loaned us some parts to put in our car today because like we weren't going real well tomorrow. So like yesterday. So thanks to Reed, and just last of all the people that helped me. My dad, my mum. Special thanks to Terry Bracken. He's always there. Ian Vale, he's helped us a lot. Like Kelvin, all those guys. Without all those, we wouldn't be there. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, always the diplomat, Darren Jensen.
Out of position 4, running for the Q2. He's been there before too. In the stealth for ABC Auto Gear, Todd Wanless.
Todd, how's the nerves?
Yeah, they're pretty on edge at the moment. We've done this before about 4 years ago. Brooke and Skip have been trying for years, so mentally I hope we got it over mentally, but they're great drivers. They race America all year, but this is our home track, so let's do it for the home crowd.
Ladies and gentlemen, Todd Wanless, he's done it once. He may be able to do it twice.
Speaking of doing it once, he wants to make it back-to-back. He took it out in Adelaide last year. He's starting out of position 3 and set a brand new record in hot laps here tonight that'll stand for a long time. The current Australian champion, Gary Brazier.
Well, that's what happens when you're popular, Gary.
Yeah, that comes with the territory when you win these things a few times. But you know, we're just going to go there and try our best. Thanks Metal Corp and Castrol, and you know, maybe we can make it back to back from Mopar, and you know, back again once for my dad. You know, we've got a long haul to beat Gary Rush's record, and you know, I'm not going to give the Brook and Skip and everyone else in the field lightly tonight. And you know, I did move to Queensland, so I'm not sure if you call me a Queensland or not, but I love all your boos and I love all your tears, but we'll see how it goes in the race. Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, whether you love him, whether you hate him, he has won this race 4 times prior. Gary Brazier.
Out of position 2 in the N8 car, the man that gave us the ladies with the ponchos last night and supplied us with the Shell Helix nuns tonight. Would you please welcome N8, Brook Tatnall.
Brooke, congratulations, you're up the front of the feature.
Yeah, it's a lot better than starting at the back like we did last time here, but no, it's a long way to go. You know, this is the toughest race there is, and you know, it's eluded us, but tonight hopefully is not the night, so we'll just give it our best shot and hope the race fans enjoy themselves, and I hope we're back here, and all the best to all the other competitors.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brooke, oh!
Like father, like son.
George, what are you doing?
George Tatnall saying, if she follows me home, can I peep her, please? Not likely, Jack. And in position 1, no disputing this, the best of the night in points, best in times, best in everything. You name it, he hails from the west. Skip Jackson!
Well, Skip, you got some fans out there.
Well, so far this weekend everything's been running pretty good for the Pennzoil Toyota car, so there's 40 laps left and we'll see what happens.
Ladies and gentlemen, a man of few words, but I'll tell you what, he's about to put it all on the line. Please, Skip Jackson! Let him have it, come on now. Is at the same time. Granted, these guys race quickly, but not do they change gears.
I knew that. I don't know who fancies Brazier or Wanless. We might check that out. Who would like to see Toddy Wanless take out the title? Who'd like to see Gary Brazier go back to back? Oh yes. Pit crews, leave the grid, please. How about we take the old fella? The Australian Sprint Car title. Gentlemen, start your engine!
all over the place, singing, we will rock you. We will rock you. Buddy, you're a young man, hard man, shouting in the street, you're gonna take on the world someday. You got blood on your face, a big disgrace, waving your banner all over the place. We will rock you. Sing it out. We will rock you. Buddy, you're an old man, poor man, pleading with your eyes, gonna make you zombie someday. You got
Brooke Tatnall wants to eat him, wants to get in it. Skip Jackson has elected, although being the top call, has elected to take the outside run. He figures the outside's going to be a hell of a lot quicker. Could be right too. It was his option, being the fastest and best. Highest point scorer gets the chance to choose inside or outside. He chose outside. 40 laps for Contraband Trade Exchange.
Okay, this is it. This is it.
Underway! Brooke Tatnall, right through the pack he goes. Skip Jackson comes down on the inside. Jackson takes over. Tatnall at him again. Then you come back to Brazier. Up to 3 already for Brazier. Then comes Scotty Wanless. Stephen Bell. Have a look at this work for you. Jensen moving through the pack beautifully. Just down across the inside. Put behind him the Mike Vince car. Says to himself, this is what I want. Andrew Shirley and Kerry Matson having a nice little battle. Still a Skip Jackson in the Australian title. Jackson, Tatnall. Then comes Brazier and Wanless. Stephen Bell next best. Then Matson. Matson lining out. Drew Clark is up there too. So too Darren Jackson. Back up in the front. It's all Skip Jackson. But he's coming up, only 5 laps into it. Coming up to the main spot. That's where he'll pick up the slower cars. Working over trying to rim in. Jackson moving up the slower. Big cover in the west of Australia, hopping beautifully. Tatnall comes to the slow ones now. Jackson, Tatnall, Brazier and Bell. Oh, Wanless. Then comes Bell. inside. Comes around at the hard end. Jackson, your race leader. Then comes Tatnell. Then Brazier. Then Wanless, then Bell. No hold-ups. 9 laps into it. Have a look at this for a race. Skip Jackson coming around with 10 laps down. 10 laps and Jackson gets there. Jackson, Tatnell. Jackson put a couple of slow ones, but they're in him and Tatnell. Then Brazier working on the inside. Brazier, Wanless. Looking at the chair, now goes the passing flag. Everybody's passing. The top of the track is starting to disappear.
Okay, 28 laps to go. Now let's go to one of the white big car. Kerry Madsen looking very good. Speedway, Darren Bell. And we go back to Brook Tatnell. Over to Skip Jackson, who is throwing the chute. He's running high right ahead of him. Up the back straight away they go. Oh, what a problem! What a problem. Darren Jansen has ripped the car. Oh boy! Darren Jansen will be absolutely livid with himself. He's turned the car around all by himself, put himself into a rather scary predicament, and that's turning your car around in front of that pack. Oh boy! And Skip Jackson at this point in time is looking very, very good. How about Gary Brazier? Hasn't he come on? And I wouldn't mind betting this car's been set for about the last 10 laps. We'll get Brook Tatnell. Okay, the car's now starting to form up. Skip Jackson, he's the deciding factor. He can go whenever he darn well pleases once he gets outside of turn 4, and my guess is he'll try and load the others up. So he's got a full belly of fuel and clean air, and he'll fly the coupe, let me tell you. The Toyota genuine parts car, Pennzoil, out of Perth, West Australia, owned by the Quickies, driven by Skip Jackson. Brook there in second spot, the back, Gary Brazier, then Todd Wanless, Stephen Bell. That's a great effort from Stephen Bell. The bike bits car, Kerry Madsen doing a little bit of screwing and pulling on the wheel there midway through 1 and 2. Drew Cruck, Andrew Shelley, Lucas Oil's car, number 95, the Valvoline car of Max Dumsey. We go back to Robbie Fahey. Don't leave Robbie out of the equation. He'll come good in the last 10 laps, let me tell you. So will Darryl Hodges. We go back to the green machine, Trevor Green and Darren Maggs. We go back to the West Australian. Back one more time and then back to Darren Jensen. As we get set to go and play in the clay, Graham Gould.
For the Centenary Real Estate Group, 28 laps to go. Jackson, Tatnell, Brazier, Wanless, Bell, Madsen and Cruck. They're the top rungs at present. And have a look at where Dumsney's put himself, right up there with Robbie far right in his boot. Let's go racing! Underway with the skipper. Out in front goes Skip Jackson. Starts turning it in beautifully. Brook Tatnell after him. This is an awesome display. Tatnell, Jackson, 1 and 2. And comes Brazier, trying to make it desperately. 2 in a row. Down to 27 laps. Big move on the inside. Madsen cuts it beautifully. Absolutely Bell puts himself right up behind Wanless. Bell comes back again at Madsen. Nice little battle halfway through the pack. Drew Clark. Then comes in through Shore. Max Dumsey. Up in front. Tatnell takes over. From Tatnell. Gets underneath one. Put on the roll! Peter Bell's gone over big time in the Speedflow car. Peter Bell has completely rolled this. Stephen Bell, sorry, my apologies. Stephen Bell for Speedflow. Well, the Lawrence camp wouldn't be real happy about that. That's their main charge, and he had a big chance in there.
Ladies and gentlemen, Stephen Bell. Hey, Steve. Stephen. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look at Belly's race car. Well, you guys that go for camo, here's another wing for you. What happened? Wow. Absolute pandemonium out here. Absolute pandemonium. I don't know whether you caught it out of the corner of your eye, but I certainly got it out of mine. Oh, very way through 1 and 2. He almost gave that right rear a set of white walls. I love it when these sprint cars like that through the turns. Credit to Brooke Tatnall, they pulled it out of the stick. Stephen Bell's car looked very on the rear end department. Not a good way to spend your national title night.
No, I'd just like to thank Speed Flow and House of Auto Styling, Performance Wholesale, Peterson Energy Release, VP, four-wheel radiators, everyone that's got behind us this weekend and gotten us this far. We really appreciate the help. And
Tatnall apologies, he had a memo save a couple of laps ago. Gary Brazier, all he really needed was a set of tail off. He's set to go again. Todd Wanless, 21less. Clay Madsen, Drew Clark, Andrew Shirley, Max Dumpney, Robbie Farr, Darryl Hodges, Trevor Green, Darren Maggs.
Up and running goes Skip Jackson. Hellbound for glory. Jackson moves away. Tatnall in behind him. Brazier. Still rolling it down. One. Madsen. Through front. The little break in the middle may help the youngster. Coming up behind him, Max Dumpney. Look at Dumpney. Low down. Right around the outside. Andrew Shirley goes through front. Max Dumpney's up there with him too. Further back, Robbie Farr does a quick little charge. Front office. Look to the owner of Pennsoil. Skip Jackson from Western Australia. Get back behind him from Tatnall. Trying to close that gap. Brazier going for 2 in a row. Todd Wanless wants another Australian title. Wanless punching hard all the time. Still out in front for Skipper. Comes from Western Australia and he wants to go home with the Australian title. 20 laps to go, we're halfway. Tatnall moving up, puts it up in the air, getting a lot of fight. These three are drifting away from the rest of the pack. Let's see what traffic does to them as they get around the top end. Skip Jackson from Tatnall, getting wide. Brazier behind him, then comes Wanless, Madsen, Shirley, Ruck, and Dumpney. Hodges, back a bit further. He's moved right up into this. Whoa! Now they're up close. Brazier up into 2. Skip Jackson in front with Brazier right on his flanker. Brazier moving up through the pack. Skip Jackson got a bit of traffic with him. Tatnall now back into 3. Then goes Wanless. Skip Jackson. Madsen. Working a little bit of Madsen towards the back. Skip Jackson out in front. Brazier. Madsen charging at Tatnall. Skip Jackson getting away with it. Brazier next. Tatnall back in business. Up in the 3rd spot.
There goes Gary Brazier. He's out after Skip Jackson. There's about 10 laps left to go. And that's where this is left to go. Then Brazier catch up Jackson. Down the straightaway he goes. That's 2-1-2. Over to the Gary Brazier. This man is on a mission. Up the straightaway he goes. Past 10 real estate corner. Trying to go. Over to the Gary Brazier. And the Brazier goes. Brazier is reeling in Jackson. This is sensational stuff. Absolute sensational stuff. Brazier. Going in Skip Jackson. Have a look through turns 1 and 2. The gap is closing. It's closing off the left straightaway. We've got a race on our hands. Let's start. Have a look at this down the straightaway. Pulling in a couple of car lengths a lap. Down the straightaway he goes. Up the back straight. It's passing time. He's going to get into the stick now. Watch these good gladiators go for it. Oh, here he goes! Here he goes! He's underneath it! He's got to do it! He's got the car coming out! Oh, ballsy stuff! In the turn, boy goes! Skip Jackson! He's got to come back! He's coming back! Jackson is coming back! This is a hand to clear! Genuine star! Oh, there's an ambush! Oh boy! Speedway fans! We have a hell of a race on our hands! That is gutsy stuff from Gary Brazier and Skip Jackson. Just put your mind at ease for a moment. Grab yourselves a cup of coffee and a bit of Never Fail spring water. I think I'll go to a bit of water myself. That is absolutely sensational in the National Speedway tonight. Gary Brazier and Skip Jackson going at it head to head. Oh boy, I just spotted the front of Drew Cruck's car. The Titan Garages and Carport's car. That is one messed up chassis. Have a look at Toddy Wanless. He's not a happy camper. I'm not going anywhere near that. Oh boy, I've got to catch me breath. This is the Titan Garages car. Have a look at the front end of this. Well, just no justice to the man that put so much into Queensland sprint car racing. There's just no... Wait. We thought the chassis was back. Feast your eyes on this one. This is car. Back on the concrete wall. Got more interesting to talk about than crashed cars. Let's make our way over here. There's steam coming out from underneath Brock Tatnall's Shell Helix car, and that can't be a good sign. Brooks unbuckled the belt. I can see. I can see water on the racetrack, and it's green. It doesn't look very good. I can see Tatnall walking very, very dismayed up to there. So I might just let it alone for the moment, and we'll go down here and see if we can find something more interesting to talk about. Graham, sensational stuff from Gary Brazier and Skip Jackson.
I tell you what, Dave, watching it from up here and having a quick little look about it, you could watch what Brazier's been doing, and I know he got a hell of a lot of booze when he started here tonight, but the man was a master tactician. He set Skip Jackson up and did it absolutely beautifully. When he got to him, Skip Jackson said, "You're not going to get it easy if you want it," and then he gave him a hell of a time. As we watch Drew Cruck's car disappearing, have a look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, come on down in the pits and see this. We're talking a $100,000 motor car, and it has just been scrunched. Absolutely scrunched. For this dash, I'm not sure what's happening here with the Shell Helix car of Tatnall, but as Dave, you just said, he doesn't look real happy. A lot of green fluid on the ground, a lot of steam coming out of it. It's only 5 laps to go on the Centenary Real Estate Board. If he's out now, it would be an absolute calamity. But it would leave Brazier out on his own with Madsen to contend with, and that's about it.
Okay, the word from the Shell Helix crew. There's nothing wrong with the car, it's just that it's working a little bit too. It's got hot. It just wanted a drink of water. And the green radiator coolant was put to the overflow, so let's hope they've tipped a bit of water over the radiator, and they've got a little bit of, or tried to get the temperature down in that engine. They've got 5 laps left to go, so let's hope that engine can go the distance. But as I said, that Brooke, he's still in the Back, Sandy. Back to 92, the green machine. And further back through the field we go. I just missed that, maybe one more to go. And we'll reset the wheels in motion. I would assume on conditions 1 and 2 at a slow pace for the last time before I hit the 5-lap sprint for home. As I said, Henbrook Tatnall's motor goes 5 laps before it gets hot. I have to shut it off. I reckon if I was running third in the national championship, I'd just keep me foot in it. Okay, away they go, Skip Jackson. So Glacier is through. Jackson coming back. Oh no! Oh no! No, Brooke Tatnall! Brooke Tatnall! He's put himself over. It's gone from bad to worse. Oh no for Brooke Tatnall, a Shell Helix car. This is awful. Brooke Tatnall is out of the Australian Championship. Okay, Burgess coming through. Brooke Tatnall is out of brakes. That's something the crew didn't tell me. I tell you what, Brooke Tatnall had absolutely no brakes, the word coming through. Oh boy, he's won 4 World Sprint Car Series Championships. He's raced in the United States. He's won many feature races and heat races. He has a long and distinguished career. But yet again, this race, this Australian champion, this national championship, has eluded him. Round of applause for Brooke Tatnall. Brooke is out of the car. Brooke Tatnall is out of the car. Talking with his father. George also won this event. And we're just leaving it alone for the moment. The car, well, Camo's corner up there. Here's another ring for you guys. You'll have a section of them shortly. The Shell Helix car, the wing, collector's item. The rear end of the car from where I'm standing looks quite alright. But so Glacier is through. Jackson coming back. Oh no! No! The wing, collector's item. The rear end of the car from where I'm standing looks quite alright. But that doesn't really matter. We're going to take the Shell Helix car off the line. While they're doing that, surely, only 5 laps left to go, surely. I don't blame them one iota if they don't. Like I said, there's a national championship on the line here. They raced for 50 grand in Sydney last week, and 50 grand might be very nice, but to win the national championship. So Andrew unbuckling the belt, so obviously he does have, yeah, a flat right rear tyre. I thought the back of that tagging just a little. Gary fires up. Kerry Madsen has been sent to the back of the pack. He won't be happy with that. Have a look at who's behind Gary Brazier, Max Dumpsey. Have a look who's next. The first Queenslander. He'd be absolutely delighted with this. Daryl Hodges back to Robbie Fark. The green machine, Trevor Green, the 61 car. We go back to Darren Maggs, Darren Jensen, the young guy out of Perth and West Aussie. And then back to Kerry Madsen in the bike bits car as they roll past the Centenary Real Estate signboard. I feel a start is imminent. Oh, Brazier! Rosie looking for a way round on the outside. There goes Darryl Hodges. Robbie Farr. These guys are trying it all on the line. Robbie Farr backed the car up. Skip Jackson. Skip Jackson. Gary Brazier. Here comes Max Dumpty. Have a look at Trevor Green. Look at all the car, Darryl five, the other five, Darryl Hodges, 2 laps left to go, 2 to go, a Skip Jackson race, I'm sure it is, and I'm going to put the bucket on him, that's the Gary Brazier, that's 2 turns 1 and 2. Ryan Jensen, away they go! Ladies and gentlemen, the new Australian Sprintcar champion! There he goes, Skip Jackson! He's won so bad for so long! And tonight, at the International Speedway, the honour goes to Skip Jackson! Whether they like him or not, records will show! Records will show that Skip Jackson has won the Australian Championship. Great stuff from Skip. You can understand now why they say you can go to any motorsporting event anywhere in Australia. It could be the Indy, it could be the Grand Prix, it could be any motorsporting event anywhere in the nation. But there is absolutely nothing better than a fair dinkum sprint car race. Gary Brazier out of the car. Max and Gary disputing words as the crowd starts to go ballistic. Graham Gould, mate, you can understand why they say there's nothing better than this.
I tell you what, anyone that said they've seen a better race night than this one is dead set making it up. Unbelievable. I think we'll be talking about it for a while. I know Gary Brazier and Max Dumpty will be talking about it for a while. We'll get it all sorted out. The official placings is Dave called and called very, very well. Skip Jackson, Dumpty and Brazier, 1, 2 and 3. We'll be talking to them shortly. Absolutely brilliant. Brisbane, did you like that? Yes! Great stuff.
Break. This one's got a break. Trevor Green's here, he's catching his breath. He just said to me, mate, he said, I'll take this. What'd you say, 14th to 5th? 14th to 5th.
Yeah, it was good. We conceded. We had a plenty of stoppages, and that's as good as what we had. Boys done a great job on the car. Like, we tore it up pretty good. So it was good to get back out, and I really enjoyed the race. I want to thank all you fans for coming. And make sure you come back for all the local races, mate, because the promoters need you people to get your ass here.
Trevor, before you go, I've got to ask you, you're in 5th spot, so could you see all of what was going on in front of you?
Yeah, I did. I was waiting for them both to flip over. I would have voted on the podium then, but they're both great racers, and they'll cool down, and that's all a bit of how you're going, you know. They'll be good. And I just want to congratulate Skip Jackson. I can't think of a more deserving winner of this race.
Ladies and gentlemen, Trevor Green! Well, the fumes are starting to simmer in centre field. I tell you what, it got pretty hot in there just as the checkered flag dropped. But I honestly believe it was only the adrenaline doing the talk, and 10 out of 10 too for Darryl Hodges, first Queenslander home, I think, from memory. That would be unofficial, of course. I'm only the infield commentator, but absolutely great motor race. I mean, And I'll say it again, and I'll keep saying it, you can go to any motor race anywhere in the country, but there ain't nothing better than a sprint car race. 700 horsepower, absolute adrenaline. We had the cream of the crop here tonight. The car numbers might have been down, but the cars that were here were bloody good. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have a weight rule now. I think it's about 1275 pounds. We have a weight rule. Those positions are unofficial until the cars have been weighed. Obviously, I don't think there'll be a problem there, but the cars are being weighed. Shouldn't be too much longer before we do the official presentation. As I say, you've got to make sure the cars are legal. Graham Gould will be doing that. Skip Jackson with his son. And his wife there too. Absolutely delighted. I could be wrong, I just can't see the left-hand side of him, but I think he's talking on the mobile phone. He might be ringing mum. Skip Jackson. I can see Darryl Hodges over here. We might just wander over and talk to Darryl. Darryl and his father Rick. Yeah, thanks Darryl. He's coming over here to take the time to talk to us. Darryl, correct me if I'm wrong. First Queenslander home.
Yeah, we were first Queensland home, but we had a hell of a long way to come from out of the B main. Maybe on the last couple of restarts, if especially the last red light, if the crew get out, the car had a bad vibration, and the last 3 laps we had no brake pedals, so we just rolled around for a finish.
You finished fourth. Tell me, I asked Trevor Green the same question, could you see the unleashment?
Yeah, I wanted to be right there. I wanted to be on it, and I wanted to be there for when all the guys in front got together, and it was lapping traffic. It's an easy way to close the gap, but unfortunately with the brake pedal and the vibration in the car, we ended up fourth. But it's
sitting in fourth, you can see what was happening ahead of you, the Brazier Max incident. Skip Jackson, you sitting in the cockpit all by yourself, what does that look like looking at that racing just ahead of you?
Oh, with the last couple of laps, I wasn't too worried about the front guys. I had, I think it was Trevor sniffing his front wing around me left hand, and I was more worried about just finishing and keeping the car straight.
Thanks, Darryl.
I think he's just running over a pup plant. That's not all he's run over tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, comes the official part of the night. The trophies will be provisional on the cars all successfully weighing and in the bubble up. But how about that for a race? I know everyone has said it's been absolutely magic, but you'd have gone a long, long way to better that particular race. First of all, extra special prizes go to the best equipped and best presented team. Could we please have a representative from the Titan team and Drew Crack? Congratulations, Drew. Mate, you're standing up on the dais. How does it feel now to sit here?
Oh, it could be better. I want to thank you guys for giving us this. I want to thank my boys for just setting up the fastest, or one of the fastest cars. Congratulations to Skip, you're a champion. Everyone knows it. We all love you, mate. And thank you, guys. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Titan team and Drew Crack taking our best presented team overall. I think you'll agree it was just that. On the official side of the evening, now let's look to the placings. First of all, the man that ran into fourth spot, and a giant of an effort and a giant of a race. Could we please have Darryl Hodges? As he floats his way through the crowd. Great drive, mate. Absolute top drive. Is that mine, he says? Of course it's yours. You worked very hard. Have a look at the sweat pouring off you. Congratulations.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Valvoline, Reco Chem, Protec Paints, all the guys behind that helps us support us through the year. Especially like to thank Tony Cochran and Ray, Gary, Gibbo, the whole lot, mate. You've done a brilliant job all weekend. We broke the drive shaft, which put us out of the pole shuffle, but hell, we come from the rear to fourth, and the last couple of laps are pretty scary running close to the fence with no brakes.
Mate, you're in pretty good company. How awesome was it? I know you just said it was pretty scary to come from last up to fourth, but just how scary it was, because not all of us can get into that same position.
I would have rather been in front of it.
Always better. Ladies and gentlemen, in fourth place, Darryl Hodges! And officially in the third spot, if we can get him to come up, the man that put the big belt on the line, the Australian champion, went to go back-to-back. Wasn't his night tonight, came in third in this one. Would you please say hi and welcome to Gary Brazier? And I have it on good report that he loves you too. My humblest apologies. List we were Okay, let's go to third then. Will you please up Max Donsey? Well, Max, I tried to give you a second, but it just didn't work, and I bet you would have wanted second or first. My apologies, you're in the third spot. Good try, you came from a hell of a long way back, and you're only just outside the top 10 to start with.
Now you've met me, I'm not that old, am I? You called me old bloke before the race, I won't be happy about that. But congratulations to Skip, he's done a great job, he's been for a long time, and great job for all the team. They started out the year a bit lousy, but they got better and better as the season went on for them, and thanks a lot to my team, they do a great job, and commiserations to all the rest of us losers. There can only be one winner in this race, and that's Skip. Congratulations, and thanks to Valvoline and Melinda and all the crew.
Thanks, Matt. Stay here for the photos, mate. In the second spot, Gary Brazier! And without a doubt, the most popular man on the course tonight. Gary, mate, congratulations. A little bit sad that you dipped out on it, but mate, that was a hell of a race.
Yeah, you know, it wasn't too bad. Skip's done a hell of a job from the start. And, you know, he made us guys drive hard to keep up with him. And, you know, we got there just before that last restart. And, you know, I thought we were going to go along and win it. But, you know, he held me out. I made the last two laps the worst two I did of the whole race. And, you know, it's just the way it goes. Congratulations to him. He's been racing for a while. And, you know, it's just disappointing for my dad and the family. We put so much effort into this. And, you know, but there's always next year, and there's always, you know, a lot of years to come for me in racing. And, you know, congratulations to everyone else in the field, all the fans for coming, Metal Corp, Castrol and Mopar for supporting me, and, you know, what I say, that's all I can do.
Mate, you did your best, it was great. Gary Brazier! As Gary so well put it, and so too did Max and all the other drivers, there can only be one winner on the night, and he's hailed all the way from Western Australia. He's here tonight for Toyota and Pennzoil. Will you please say hi to Skip Jackson? Way to go, Skip. Absolutely fabulous effort. You took them all on, you put it right to him a couple of times, you had a little bit of a fault, but then you came back like a true champion, and now you are the Australian champion.
Thank you. First of all, thank everybody for coming. All these guys that raced the heck out of us all week long. Especially Gaz at the end. It's been a long time, but first of all, I'd like to thank Shane and Keith and Paul and everybody from Toyota and Pennzoil and all the guys that helped us for a long time to finally win this race tonight. I've been trying for a while. I come second in a compact title here a few years ago and fourth here a couple of years ago, so finally win one. Thank you.
Is this the next Australian champ in the year 2020, is it?
No, Tiger Woods, I think.
Tiger Woods. Well, he'd probably make as much money playing golf. Also, while you're there, Skip, Of course, we're proud to give you the award for the overall best on the night, and you'll prove to be that as Australian champion. Skip Jackson, please accept this trophy too. Could we also have Peter and Shane Cricky here, special award. As the owner of the car is a man that spent a fortune at the Calcutta the other night. Mate, how the heck are you? Good to see you on this side of the country.
Yeah, look, it's really good to be on this side of the... I would just really like to thank the guys in the team, you know. Obviously, Skip got in and drove the car for us, and he did a bloody good job, but to the guys back there, Keith Giles, my younger brother Ryan, Paulie Jackson, Sid, Kev, everybody else involved. Can't forget young Mildred, or Clinton. We can't call him Mildred, he doesn't like it. But, and to Mum and Dad, they help, well, they don't help, they pay for all this stuff. We just go out and have the fun with it. It's just so good to be able to come over here and race, and Skip's probably given me one of the biggest thrills of my life, and I just can't thank him enough. Thanks, guys.
Well, there they are, ladies and gentlemen. If you've got a camera handy, please come up and take photos before they leave the dais. But on behalf of everyone concerned at Brisbane International Speedway, thanks for being here. And we hope you enjoyed the Australian Sprint Car Championship here at Brisbane with the new champion, Skip Jackson. If you'd like to join us, we have the pit party, a barbecue, a few beers, and all the autograph signing you want. And that'll be down in the pits, probably in about 10 or 15 minutes, straight after the boys finish getting photographs taken. But come on down the pits and meet them and just say hi.
Absolutely brilliant. Skip, 10 years. Finally got it.
Yeah. Remember a long time ago, I think it was about 88 or 89, I come second in a compact Australian Championship up here. Rob Bowen won. I come second. My mentor, Rob Worthington, come third. And we come back here in 95 and we ran fourth. Toddy won. It's an ice. It's a tribute to everybody that's helped me for all them years on the way. It's been a lot of people, and thank you.
Crazy got under you a couple of times in the race there, but you managed to get back.
He raced me pretty hard. There's no doubt about that. There's a lot of other guys that raced as hard too, so thank you.
Well, enjoy your moment, mate. You're the Australian champion.
Thank you.